shoppers, let's talk real quick about organic food. Is it worth it? Well, yes or no. Be sure to reference the handout associated with this video. But when would you purchase organic versus conventionally grown? Conventionally grown means that you would expect the standard pesticides versus organically grown, which you might expect no pesticides. Now that's not all true. Organic can mean some pesticides were used, and it depends on the certifying body who determined that food was organic to find out if that food had pesticides on it or not. So it's not clear. There's a big gray area. My favorite answer to this question is that I trust my local farmer. If you live in an area where you can actually visit the farm or at least speak to the person who grew your food, that's ideal. In that case, you'll know and understand that farmer's philosophy on how pesticides were used or were not used, and you would also anticipate at least a lower spray if that food was determined conventionally grown. In many cases, that low spray conventional farmer is using the same or even less than a certified organic farm would use for pesticides. And that's simply because that that conventional farmer couldn't pay for the certifying process to make his farm an organic farm. That costs a lot of money. So don't worry so much about organic versus conventional. Think first about reaching out to your farmer's market or maybe a produce stand nearby and just speaking with somebody in a little bit more detail to help you make the right choice. I always trust that local farmer versus food from a country whose government might be corrupt. There's a lot, I think, that happens in countries outside of the U.S., especially in South America, where you can't necessarily be sure that something even is organic. So trust the local farmer over the organic berry farmer in Chile. From there, though, let's talk a little bit about fresh versus frozen. Frozen, remarkably, can be superior to fresh in nutrient density. It's picked at peak, it can be flash frozen, and then you serve it really at its maximum nutrient density versus something that may have been picked. It may have sat on a truck for a long time or in a refrigerator for a long time, and then you were able to receive it being fresh, not frozen, but maybe the delay by the time it was picked versus the time that you were actually able to consume it, it may have lost a lot of nutrients. So you can pick fresh food that's organic from your local farmer, but don't be afraid to purchase frozen food that is available to you all year round and can really help deliver nutrients even in the middle of the winter when there aren't a lot of local things to be grown. Okay, thanks so much. Happy shopping.